Thanks for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Some crime novels don't really fit easily into just one subgenre or category. They might have elements of YA or amateur detective, historical. There are other possibilities too. And it can make a novel more interesting. Let's take a look at a novel that's like that today and turn the spotlight on Susie Black's The Case of the Croaked Coach. Hannah White is an investigative reporter for Encino High School's newspaper, the Coyote Weekly Clarion. When rumors go around that the head coach, Buzz Bixby, is taking another job, Hannah sets up an interview with him. She's hoping to get a scoop on whether he'll leave, and if so, who he's named as his successor. When Hannah gets to the coach's office, she's shocked to see Coach Bixby murdered, and her friend Donna's boyfriend, Dean Snyder, standing over the body holding the murder weapon. Hannah calls the police, who, as you can imagine, immediately arrests Dean. She's convinced that Dean is innocent, even if he did do a stupid thing by touching the murder weapon. The police aren't interested in her opinion, though, so she decides to start asking questions herself. Not only does she hope to free Dean, but she also wants a major story for the newspaper. Hannah soon finds out that Coach Bixby had made his share of enemies, so there's a set of suspects. There are bad feelings among some of the members of the football coaching staff. There's the fact that Bixby was not a faithful or loving husband, and that opens up all sorts of potential possibilities. And even though Hannah is sure that Dean is innocent, she also knows there's a lot of evidence against him. What if he's guilty? Things get very dangerous for Hannah as she keeps asking questions, and it's clear that someone does not want the answers found. So, what are the elements in this story? What holds it together? The setting for most of the novel is Encino High School, so readers get a look at how modern California high schools work. There are classes, teachers, a big focus on the high school football program, and lots of gossip, which Hannah uses to her advantage. The story is told from Hannah's perspective, first person, past tense. So we get to know her. She has a loving family and a strong set of friendships with a small group of her classmates. She's smart and determined, although somewhat impulsive. And she's braver than she thinks. That said, though, she's not perfect. She makes mistakes and doesn't always make wise, mature decisions. Because the story is told from Hannah's point of view, we learn things as she does. There are twists in the plot as she sometimes draws wrong conclusions, and we learn who can and can't be trusted as Hannah does. Hannah knows when she's getting in deep, so to speak, so she sometimes gets help from her uncle, who's a lawyer, and from the PI he sometimes works with on his cases. Together, they try to advise Hannah, look after her, and make sure she doesn't put herself in too much danger. There's some wit in the novel. Hannah has a sort of wisecracking sense of humor, and she can be sarcastic. She's not the only one either. That said, though, the novel isn't a light romp. There's some real sadness, too. The Case of the Croaked Coach is the story of a murder that looks like an ironclad case, until it doesn't. It features a modern high school setting, a cast of likely suspects, and a protagonist who uses all of her journalistic skills to get to the truth. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.